A power-driven vessel when towing shall exhibit, instead of the light prescribed in Rule 23A1 or A2, two masted lights in a vertical line. When the length of a tow measuring from the stern of the towing vessels to the after end of the tow exceeds 200 meters, three such lights in a vertical line. Side lights, a stern light. A towing light in a vertical line above the stern light. When the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it can best be seen. As a normal power-driven vessels, they've got to have a masthead light. But if they're towing, they got to have two masthead lights in a vertical line. Or if that tow is over 200 meters, three masthead lights in a vertical line, and then side lights, stern lights, and then a towing light above that stern light. When a pushing vessel and a vessel being pushed ahead are rigidly connected in a composite unit, they shall be regarded as a power-driven vessel and exhibit the lights prescribed in Rule 23. A power-driven vessel when pushing ahead or towing alongside, except in the case of composite unit, shall exhibit, instead of the light prescribed in Rule 23A1 or A2, two masthead lights in a vertical line. Side lights, as stern light. We can see in the diagram, we can see if they're going to be pushing ahead or towing alongside, they're just gonna have two masthead lights, side lights and a stern lights. So they do look like a tug that was towing a normal tow behind them. A power-driven vessel to which paragraph A or C of this rule apply shall also comply with Rule 23A2. Meaning that if you're greater than 50 meters in length, you need to show a second masthead lights above of and higher than the first one. A vessel or object being towed, other than this mentioned in paragraph G of this rule, shall exhibit side lights, a stern light. When the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it can best be seen. Provided that any number of vessels being towed alongside or pushed in a group shall be lightened as one vessel. A vessel being pushed ahead, not being part of composite unit, shall exhibit the forward end side lights. A vessel being towed alongside shall exhibit a stern light and at the forward end side lights. An inconspicuous partly submerged vessel or object or combination of such vessel or object being towed shall exhibit, if it is less than 25 meters in breadth, one all-round white light at or near the front end and one at or near the after end, except that Raycons need not exhibit a light at or near the forward end. If it is 25 meters or more in breadth, two or more additional all-round white lights at or near the extremities of its breadth. If it exceeds 100 meters in length, additional all-round white lights between the lights prescribed in subparagraph 1 and 2, so that the distance between the lights shall not exceed 100 meters. A diamond shape at or near the aftermost extremity of the last vessel or object being towed, and if the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, an additional diamond shape where it can best be seen and located as far forward as is practicable. If you look at this in the diagram, it becomes a lot easier to understand you're inconspicuous or partly submerged. You need all-round lights at forward end. If you expand your breadth to be more than 25 meters, you need additional round lights at the extremes of your breadth, and then if your length is greater than 100 meters, you need additional round lights so that the distance between the lights will always be less than 100 meters. When from any sufficient cause, it is impracticable for a vessel or object being towed to exhibit the lights or shape prescribed in paragraph E or G of this rule. All possible measures shall be taken to light the vessels or object being towed, or at least indicate the presence of such vessel or object. Where from any sufficient cause, it is impracticable for a vessel not normally engaged in towing operations to display the lights prescribed in paragraph A or C of this rule. Such vessels shall not be required to exhibit those lights when engaged in towing another vessel in distress or otherwise in need of assistance. All possible measures shall be taken to indicate the nature of the relationship between the towing vessels and the vessels being towed as authorized by Rule 36, in particular by illuminating the tow line.